wide right. Handoff is to Pace. Pace up the middle for a big run. Still going. Caden Pace still going. No one's touched him yet. Here he goes. Could he go all the way? Caden Pace in for a touchdown on 2nd and 10. Raptors G2 bar touchdown Raptors. And it'll be 2nd and 1. Handoff is to Dowland again. Dowland close to the goal line. Larkin signaling for a touchdown. Touchdown Raptors. Davis Dowland on the rushing touchdown. 2 carries on the drive. 23 yards for Dowland. Here comes Crabtree for the extra point. Raptors up 13-0 with 7:23 remaining in the first quarter. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ravenwood Raptors Football Weekly. I'm Paul Hickey with NoOffSeason.com, and I've got my main man, Coach Will Hester of the Ravenwood Raptors. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing great, Paul.
You are doing great because the Raptors are 2-0. Congratulations. Big-time 48-0 win at Cane Ridge in Antioch. Big win for the guys. You're now 95-61 all-time, I believe. So congratulations on that.
Here I am.
Phenomenal sounding record. Let's talk a little bit about Cane Ridge before we get into Blackman. So the Cane Ridge game, 48-0 at Cane Ridge. Jaden Smitherman, senior defensive back. He was a finalist for Player of the Week. Big pick six in the first half. He had a massive tackle for loss on a bobbled snap on a punt. So really the defense, the special teams kind of setting the tone. Offense didn't have to do much, although all the running backs each had a touchdown, which had to be great. So a lot of positives to talk about against Cane Ridge. Also some players that don't normally see the field got to get in the game. Talk about what the win at Cane Ridge means for you personally and for the team.
I mean, I think we were talking about continuing to climb, right? The whole mountain climber mentality and being able to kind of modify and adjust on the move, and proud of the fact that we were able to get a lot of guys in the game, get a lot of guys experience. We have a lot of young men on this team that work hard every day, that deserve the opportunity to get out there under the Friday night lights in front of their family and show what they've been working hard at, right? And anytime you can play, I think we played probably, of our 111 people on the roster, I think 90-something played. So excited for that to happen. Obviously, you still got to continue to improve and get better for the games coming up. Only had 29 offensive snaps in the entire game, which is about 40 less than normal. So not a lot of opportunities to fix anything that was broken.
Yeah, that's a good point. And really limiting Cane Ridge to only one earned first down by them. And so how do you come out of a game like that and kind of keep the team prepared for this week against Blackman at home?
Well, I mean, I think the opponent this week, Blackman, everybody knows who they are. I mean, they have a reputation in the area of being a good football program. So I think that helps, right? I think it being our first home game, first opportunity for these guys to play in front of the home crowd this year. And then I think also it's senior night, right? So it's the senior night this week, and honor those guys and thank them for all that they've given to this program and hopefully send them off on a high note. So want to make sure that we are prepared for all those things.
So 2 guys that didn't really see the field against Cane Ridge, are we going to see them against Blackman? Can you talk about Ben Hubbard, senior wide receiver, and Maverick Chance, junior quarterback?
Yeah, both of them dealing with some things that we felt like we didn't need to, press in to any type of stress, I guess. So this was an opportunity for us to hold them out of some action. I think you'll see them both this week. It was just an opportunity for them to get some extra rest and heal some things that were still bruised up from a tough game the week before.
So as you mentioned, senior night this Friday, September 6th, home against Blackman. The Blackman Blaze out of Murfreesboro. Do you approach senior night differently with regards to which seniors get on the field, or is it just strictly kind of a ceremony at the beginning of the game, acknowledging seniors, their work for the last 4 years here in the Ravenwood program and their families and things like that?
Yeah, in the perfect world, it would be great to be able to get all those guys in. We have 28 of seniors, so it's very difficult, but we'll play it just like a regular game. If the opportunity arises to get those guys in, we will do that. But in the end, it's another opportunity for us to go 1-0 this week, and that's our main focus.
I haven't seen any of my film on Blackman yet, so I want to ask you, what can I expect to see when I break down some of their film? I see they're 1-2. They started the season with a loss at Father Ryan, 21-14 on August 16th, followed up by a loss at Brentwood on August 23rd, 24-14. But they're coming off a win, a home game for them versus Stewart's Creek on August 30th, 42-35. What can we expect to see from the Blackman Blaze?
Yeah, that game against Father Ryan was a preseason non-counting situation. So, they played a bunch of kids that game, and their Brentwood game came down to the wire. They threw a pick six kind of at the end of the game to allow Brentwood to kind of close the door on them there, and then they beat a good Stewart's Creek team. So I think they're a talented team, better than last year. We played them last year. We were able to squeak out a win on the road last year. But I think they're in a better place as a team right now, and coming in after a big win over inter-county rival for them. And so I think they'll be we'll get their very best effort. I think they'll be on kind of high alert for the Raptors.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Raptors are off to a 2-0 start. You guys are ranked kind of all over the place. MaxPreps.com has you at 8th overall in the state across all divisions. The Tennessean has you 3rd in 6A. You're a top 150 team in the nation, which is all great, but how do you keep the guys focused on 1 week at a time when there's awards, accolades, rankings, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you just have to stay the course, right? We kind of have a process. They have a routine. We just try to stick to that and not, get too puffed up by, all the things people are talking about, all the, snake venom or whatever Nick Saban used to say to get them off their path.
So we've got high expectations, a lot of talent on this team. We had a business trip in week 1. We were on the climb in week 2. Do you have a theme for week 3? Are we still on the climb? Is there something new headed into week 3?
We'll be climbing, all year long. I mean, our mantra for the whole season is that everything matters. And, you're talking about how do we prepare knowing that, we're getting these accolades, and this rat poison, not snake venom. I screwed that up. But, we just focus on the details, right? And the everything that is, the little things, taking care of what we need to in the weight room and our sprinting and then, the regular old practice stuff. So if we focus on those things, the big picture will take care of itself. The culture of the locker room is such that I think our guys are motivated looking at the big picture of the season. And so hopefully we'll continue to keep the eyes on the prize, if you will.
That's right. We got to keep the rat poison out of it. And whether or not you're an Alabama fan, LSU fan, Michigan State fan, whatever course Coach Nick Saban took that you happen to be affiliated with. It's a great analogy by Coach Hester here. And the guys just have a great attitude, great work ethic, great chemistry this year. And thanks in part to you. Great work, Coach. Anything else you want to add for the Ravenwood Raptors Red Zone, the Ravenwood Raptors family, fans out there? This has been 13 minutes of fire in weeks 1 and week 2. I think we might only be at 6 or 7 minutes of fire right now. So give me something else here, Coach, before we head out
today.
I
mean, it's the first home game, right? So unless, and they could listen to Paul Hickey from the stands, but unless you prefer Paul Hickey over to live football, come out to the Nest this Friday night and be here and get here early and honor these seniors and stay for what should be a great ball game with a great atmosphere.
7 p.m. kickoff at Ravenwood. First home game of the year. Get here early, though, because there's tailgating happening early. There's senior night happening early, so it's going to be really exciting here at the Nest. But, yeah, like Coach said, I mean, if for whatever reason you can't make it, if you're a family member or a fan out of state or out of county, check out ravenwood.football. I'll be doing the play-by-play, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
It should be wonderful.
Should be great. Let's go 3-0. Everybody, thanks so much for joining us here on Ravenwood Raptors Football Weekly. For Coach Hester, for the rest of the Ravenwood Raptors football program, I'm Paul Hickey with NoOffSeason.com. We'll see you Friday.
G2 Bar.
Ravens back to punt, and Cy Longley, junior wide receiver, back to return the punt. He had a clutch punt return last week at Alcoa, for those of you who watched. Punt, snap is fumbled, bobbled, hit by Jaden Smitherman. Smitherman coming up huge. The punter bobbled the snap, couldn't get it away. Great play by Jaden Smitherman. Senior quarterback Joshua Reese will take the snap. He's going to look to his right. Intercepted! This is Jaden Smitherman. Pick 6. G2 Bar. Touchdown!